And the people raised the blades of the fallen soldiers to the heavens and rejoiced. And Shartan said to them, "No longer are we hunted. We shall never again be prey, waiting to be struck down. Let us take up the blades of our enemies and carve a place for ourselves in this world." The people heard him and girded themselves in the armor of the dead, and sharpened their blades and arrows, and prepared for war. The Chant of Light, the Book of Shartan, one of the dissonant verses describing how Andraste's elven companion Shartan attempted to liberate the Dales, was removed from the official Chant of Light as of the first exalted march against the Dalish. Hello, and welcome to the 7th episode of Victory, Vigilance, and Sacrifice. This tabletop role-playing game uses the Dragon Age video game setting developed by BioWare and the officially licensed tabletop role-playing game published by Green Ronin. Thanks are also due to Incompetech, aka Kevin MacLeod, for creating the wonderful music you'll hear tonight. Incompetech can be found through the Roll20 app, which we will also be using. As a content note, the Dragon Age setting is not a nice place. Content warnings persist across this chronicle for war violence, sickness, undead, and terrible choices made in terrible circumstances. We employ the X card for player safety. And so, tonight, join us in telling a story of the Fourth Blight. Wardens, tell us who you are and who your warden is.
Hey everybody, I'm Ambrose. My pronouns are he or they. You can find me all over the internet as AmChangeling and on Etsy at Thornkind. And tonight I will be playing Galen Redbow, whose pronouns are also he or they. And I think they've adopted heroine, maybe, possibly. I don't know. We'll find out.
Hello, one and all. I am Devin. You can find me online at Sort of Sullied. And tonight I am playing the wonderful Grey Warden, Garrick, Smith, engineer, military lorist.
General International Man of Mystery.
No, that's not yet. That's in a couple more sessions.
Oh,
I don't have the levels for that yet.
Understood. Hello everybody, my name is Steve. You can find me on the Stolen Fires Discord at Voodoo Arcade and nowhere else in the entire world. Tonight I will be playing Jurgen, the Tranquil Mage, who is very tranquil.
And hello, I am Brody, he, they. You can't find me on the internet, for I am simply a figment of your imagination, but I am playing Harold Wynn tonight, he, him, who identifies as your problem and is very much the Red Jennies will one day aspire to be. Everyone needs a friend, everyone needs a Red Jenny.
Your name in Zoom says it all. All right, thank you. As for me, I'm your game runner. My name is Rachel. I am she, her. You can find me at Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere on the internet, including the Burning Bird app, MySpace, Instagram, YouTube, and Hive. You can also find previous episodes of this show and other shows on this channel on YouTube, where we would love your likes and subscribes on our trek to 1,000 subscribers. We'd also appreciate your subscription to this channel, but unlike Twitch, subscribing to YouTube is free. So, it is now recap time. Ambrose! I'm seeing what you're doing in Zoom. Brody, would you care to read the recap that Ambrose has thoughtfully put together?
Not only would I dream of it.
You have odd dreams, my friend.
You would have no idea. Let us review the role Lander plays in the cellar where the trapped spirit dwells. He seriously contemplates giving the spirit some time to joyride his body, but not a lot of time. After some conversation with the entity, Lander feels out some deeper lore from history and realizes that this spirit may be more hazardous than we originally thought. Our blood mage suggests hobbling the crow to prevent the spirit's escape. Galen recalls that sometimes objects can be used to strengthen the veil in places like temples and graveyards. Luckily, there's an elven graveyard nearby. Garrick makes an executive decision. The spirit gets the crow. Harold gives him the bird. The actual bird is tossed gently into the circle, and the spirit dissipates around the crow. The crow looks relatively normal, save for its eyes that now glow blue. Lander insists that we ought to cage the bird, but Harold is concerned that's the same as being in the circle. Harold asks its name, and it says that we may call it Wisdom. As a group, we ultimately decide the most important question for Wisdom to answer is how to defeat the Archdemon without a Grey Warden dying. Wisdom tells us that we need a childbearing mage and a Grey Warden to do the dark right. Did you hear the capitalization? Creating a child to contain the Archdemon, which purifies the beast with its innocence. It does not harm the child, but merely augments them. Garrick moves on to the next topic, how to fix Jurgen, who is adamant that he doesn't need to be fixed. Wisdom tells us that it would require some knowledge in exchange. Galen offers to teach the spirit how to assassinate or make bows. Garrick offers to teach Wisdom what it's like to feel sorrow. The possessed Corvid speaks up, saying it already feels some sorrow. For Galen, the confused elf asks why, to which the bird responds that his people have lost so much. Flustered, the assassin responds he at least has the bird's pity, and turns on his heel to leave the basement. Lander and Garrick witness 5 whole minutes of Jurgen with full emotional range once more, and the Tranquil urges them to have nothing to do with the crow and nothing to do with a child conceived to prevent the ultimate sacrifice of a Grey Warden. He cusses, he yells, he pleads. It seems, however, that his words are not heeded by his companions. Up on the main floor of the new keep, Galen and Harold talk about what their responsibilities are. With Jurgen not caring, Garrick looking for death, and Lander out for himself, the two elves must defend against the Blight for the elves fighting for freedom. After a touching moment of connection in their mutual loss of culture, they decide to go check on their humans and the new companion that we are calling Grisdom. The Blood Mage sheds some of his own, but not for magic. He becomes a pincushion in his efforts to make a leash and harness for the possessed Corvid, and Garrick adds some finishing touches to it. Wisdom happily accepts the device, and they head to the surface. When Harold sees the device, though, he offers to take the bird and test it. Wisdom is hit with the realization that Harold can see that the harness is ultimately useless. Our alienage elf spirits away with the bird for a private chat, guaranteeing that it will learn much and have fun while doing so, showing that it would be in the spirit's best interest to stick around. Harold promises that he has no intention of caging the creature and would like to enjoy this journey together. The crow agrees, and they return to the rest of the crew, content. Where do we go from here? After being verbally spanked by Jurgen and manhandled by Garrick, Lander insists on accomplishing something from the main list of quest tasks. Before we go anywhere, though, Garrick and Lander take stock of supplies we'll need to fix up the fortress, and we decide on a name for the place, Wisdom's Keep. Roland says that he will send for many elves to do the manual labor in the requisition list. And on hearing that, Harold and Galen, plus surprisingly Lander, scheme to grant more freedoms to them than they received in Orlais. Now to Ortentag we go. As we fly over the land, we spot a dead Hala, an animal intrinsic to the Dalish culture. It has been killed by Darkspawn, and we can see that Darkspawn are now after a Dalish caravan. Suddenly, Harold does a dive with his griffin, Druil, and the fight commences. We manage to take out all the Darkspawn, but upon landing and getting our breath, Galen finds that Arrow, his griffin, has Darkspawn blood in his teeth. Wait, can griffins become darkspawn?
All right. So, we begin. You have cleared what you think are most of the darkspawn, but I would like a perception roll, and your specialization in sensing darkspawn counts.
That is a 15
Okay.
with the 3 on the dragon die.
Okay.
12.
All
Plus
right.
whatever detect darkspawn benefits.
Plus 2, so it's 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
17 with 5 stun points.
Nice.
Well, shit.
I said it was a problem, not that I wasn't on.
All right. Everyone who's scored an 11 or better know that there are darkspawn coming that way. You have 1 round to prepare. Roll for initiative.
Ah, shit.
Could I use that those stunt points for things like position advantage? I believe there's at least one stunt that gives bonuses. Like
Yeah, advantageous.
Absolutely.
that.
There, that's better combat music.
Yeah, I would like the same. With my
All right.
since only 1.
What do you have for initiative?
Waiting for the internet to tell me. There we go. 14.
14?
Yes.
Wonderful, amazing DM who's not going to get mad at me for asking this question. How do you roll for initiative again in this game?
3d6 plus dexterity, and if you have a specialization in initiative,
That's what I
add
thought.
2.
Understood. That's what I thought.
What Brody said.
Cool and good.
So that's
I may have played with the maker in similar systems before.
that's a 9 total.
Oh, Jesus.
Fun.
Yeah.
16 total for moi.
16 total as well.
Okay.
To be fair, it feels like it's been a month since we've played this game.
It has been. It was just folding in on itself. Actually, see.
It's the holidays. Time doesn't reel.
That is true.
Time doesn't reel.
So could I also use the rest of my 3 stunt dice on a standard stunt?
What standard stunt would you like?
Defensive stance.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do for their round? Forewarning.
Hey everybody, get ready. We've got more incoming.
Should we take to the skies?
They're coming from that way.
They are coming that way.
Oh, that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's where you were pointing. I thought you... Oh, shit.
I thought you were pointing a direction outside of the 3D realms.
No, they
I
are coming
think,
from underground.
I think we should,
You've got upcoming.
take the Griffin Vader.
Can we tell approximately how many?
So, are you in the roll 20?
Yes.
That many.
And just for everyone's clarification, these regular peoples,
Yes.
those are...
Those are the Dalish elves.
Yeah. So, that's just wanted to clarify, because if we take the Griffin escape elevator, guess who gets left behind?
Oh shit.
I'm staying around to murder things, so if you guys leave, have fun.
Galen is going to warn the elves to get on top of their wagons.
Okay. You already see that there's two of them, archers standing on top of the wagons. So there's that one.
Could I use applications of sway the crowd with my 5 stunt points to kind of rally the troops, as it were?
Yeah, go for it.
I have the points.
Okay.
So, like, I shout, "They're coming from below. Stand ready. We can handle this. Don't give up. Don't yield. Yada yada yada. Don't let them take another drop of elven blood."
Okay. All right, cool. So, we are now in rounds. So the first thing that happens is you see an elven woman. She looks a little bit older, so she's got white hair. Uh, she, you see her summon up her staff. Just make sure that she succeeds. Okay. And so she inscribes something on the ground that you indicate. It looks like some sort of rune or something. Jurgen, you would especially recognize this as like a magical trap. Don't step there. Okay. It is now Galen and Jurgen's turn.
I default to Galen.
Is there anyone that's unable to get on top of the wagons for safety?
Yes. If you look in the middle of the wagon circle, there are four essentially Hala. And I didn't want to do tokens for all of them, but there's essentially civilians. Uh, so elderly, injured, children.
Would so this is an Ambrose question.
Hmm.
With the Grey Warden's guidance, would the Griffins take non-wardens on their backs?
You could, uh, so that you could try and coordinate an evacuation, while the hunters hold them off. But the question is, where would you take them?
Oh, with some of the most vulnerable just up in the air, out of the way. That's
Mhm.
literally it, since there's really no escape from Darkspawn. Yay.
So
Which
it is
reminds me-
possible, but that takes you out of the fight.
Shoot.
Which reminds me, at some point after this fight, I need to train all of our griffins for some basic commands.
That would be awesome.
Yes, can't do that now though.
I'm gonna go into the middle of the circle and start boosting other people on top of wagons.
Okay, you get a couple people up on top of the wagons. Harold, what are you doing?
Seeing Galen doing that, Harold is also going to start moving and trying to get people to safer positions.
Okay. Wow, I pre-rolled everybody's initiative except the fucking mooks. Go me.
I was wondering why the mooks were gonna beat me, or when the mooks were gonna beat me to actions.
All right, that is... Okay, they rolled a 10. Oh, no,
Yes,
there they
they
are.
beat
I was
me.
just looking at the wrong page. All right, I know what I'm doing, guys. I promise.
I promise.
So you're the one who knows what's. I've been waiting to meet someone who knew what's going on in life.
Right,
We
you
have-
gotta keep waiting. I know the maker too well.
Wait. We have found the adultier adult.
I don't know why you're putting all this on me.
Look, everybody, I am an adult. I have to be an adult for other adults. But when I come to these things, I don't want to be the adult. That's why I do role-playing games.
Thank you, Mel.
Okay, Mel is redeeming benevolence for everybody. All right. So,
Use benevolence. Nobody ever gives me that. I'm not used to nice things happening.
all right. So, for benevolence, I will say that you each have 1d6 that you can add to a roll, of your choice. You can bank it, but it will disappear at the end of this session. So, all right, on initiative count 10, Genlux spring forward from the soil, including one that you recognize as an emissary, so essentially a mage. You also see they're impossibly tall and impossibly skinny, with long, long faces. And instead of hands, they have bone knives. And they indeed let out this unholy shriek as they emerge from the dirt. Garrick, it's your turn.
So for my
You okay,
advantageous,
Steve?
No. The way you said bone knives. Bone knives. Oh my gosh.
They're knives made of bone.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm good.
They are looking to bone us.
so with advantageous position, can I be close to the emissary, the mage?
Yes, I should have assigned you all tokens. I have failed at that as well.
And I am going to pull out. Well, I will have already pulled out my bastard sword. It's gonna find some bastard. I hope.
Okay. So are you attacking the emissary?
The emissary.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
That's plus 3, so that is a 14.
All right, that'll hit.
Sweet. And that is 2 dice 6 plus 1. That is 9 damage.
All right. Its armor protects it a little bit, but you definitely get a good wing in.
There's my wingding.
Okay. So, it is now the Shriek's turn. Shrieks are bad. So,
How bad are they?
for reasons, they attack the elves first. So, Galen does...
No, not the bone Shrek. Shrek.
The what?
The bone Shrek.
The bone.
Does a 17 hit, Galen?
Oh, is there another Galen in the civilians? I don't know about him.
There's only one Galen.
Shit.
What's your
Yeah.
defense?
13.
Did you just get boned, Galen?
I did, and it wasn't the fun kind.
Take 10 damage minus your armor.
Yeah, you can take that a few times. It'll be fine.
Harold, that is another 17.
Wait, it's attacking. Oh, right, because I am near him. I am near Galen, aren't I?
And you got the pointy ears.
Is there more than one Shrek?
There are 2.
Ah! Bone?
Does a 17 hit?
Oh, yeah.
That
What do I look
is
A fighter?
10 damage for you as well.
Hey.
So, what happens next is that the keeper notices you, And she recognizes that the Grey Wardens are here to help. And so you see her draw upon some sort of elemental power, and she gives you all frost weapons. Which, another thing that I should have looked up. Come on. Why is Dobie being...
So just in case we were getting hot and bothered by the boning, we're now simmered down.
Yes.
Frost weapons give +2 penetrating damage with each successful attack.
Thank you. So, you can all add 2 damage. And don't forget about the dice that Mel has gifted you. Galen, it's your turn. Well, Galen and Jurgen.
Oh, Steve, would you like to go first, or?
No.
Okay, fine. Be that way. Let's see. I would like to stay far away from these things. Wait, are they right next to me?
One of the shrieks is in melee with you. That's how it was able to slashy.
Bastard. Okay, light blades it is. Oh. Oh dear. Well,
Yes?
does an 11 hit?
Do you want to use Mel's dice?
You might want to use a die.
I would do it.
Their defense is 15.
That last die was a 6, so
Awesome.
That makes it
yeah.
Thank you, Mel. You might have
Mel.
saved Galen's life.
You literally saved Ambrose's life.
Or at least help Galen debone.
Roll damage, please.
Damn it.
Oh no, the music stopped.
It did.
Then I'm just gonna have to say more puns.
No.
Wait, I can math. 3 plus... It's 5 damage.
Alright, its armor is 3. So it takes 2 damage.
I find that very rude and homophobic of it.
I'm not sure homophobia applies to when you're trying to kill each other.
You're good.
Yes. Who am I standing closer to? Galen or Heroine?
1 through 3, Harold. 4 through 6, Galen. That's a 1. You're standing closer to Harold.
Okay. Then I will use my movement as minor action, moving up to Heroine, and as a second minor action, foregoing my major action, I will rub some dirt on it.
You put some dirt on the bone zone?
I'm putting some. I'm not gonna say that.
Almost got you there. Almost got you.
3d6 plus 5. With plus 7.
Also, thank you for the follow, Tabletop Jess.
Woohoo!
Steve is very giggly today.
Woe to
Yes,
you.
you gotta see the roll.
We gotta beat this out of you, Steve.
Holy shit.
You gotta see the roll.
Is that real?
Make the Shrek attack him. That'll get him to stop.
Woe to you, earth and sea, for the devil ascends the beast with wrath. I rolled a 666.
You just sounded like Jack Black. That was
Okay.
So good.
Alright. So I rolled a 25, which definitely I feel activates my. And I actually rolled that on D6s this time instead of accidental D10s, which I've done at the beginning of every fucking session. Okay, so 25 total, and my dragon die was a 6, plus my cunning.
Every die was a 6.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 2. Heroine, you healed 22 hit points.
I don't have room for that kind of healing.
Betty hopes that you die.
What?
Look,
Because Betty just gifted him malevolence.
No, we're
Yeah,
already
I'm not
getting
sure
boned
yet.
over here.
Betty.
So I will make sure that when the emissary does his thing, I will roll a 4d6 instead of 3.
No.
Oh.
Those are my 2 actions. So.
Okay. So it is now the Elven Warriors' turn. I'm gonna roll for them as a group. Let's see how they do. That doesn't suck. So that is a 15, which does affect the Genlocks. Okay, so they inflict some number of damage on 4 of the Darkspawn. And so essentially what you see is the warriors or hunters standing on top of the wagons are just letting loose with their arrows. And then you see a couple more standing in the gaps, just poking the ones that get too close. Alright. Oh, hey, it's the emissary's turn. Oh, I gotta pick a good spell for this one.
I think my mom's calling me. Oh, I gotta.
What?
Are they before 14?
The emissary?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I skipped you. You may go.
Kind of looking at the field here, being like, I want to protect my elven friends, but also there's a caster out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use a minor action to run up to the caster, which allows me to backstab if I hit.
Okay.
And I'm basically gonna go, nope, and attempt to stab them.
Alright, go ahead and roll it.
So that would be 16 to hit with 3 stun points.
Alright. 16 will hit.
And with 3 stunt points, there's nobody else around them.
There's a couple Darkspawn around them.
You know what? No, I think this is important to focus on. Do mages need staves to do magic?
It helps. They don't need it, but it helps. I mean, if they needed it, you could solve so many problems, but we're just taking your staff away, mage.
And fair question: is the emissary close enough to one of the wagons that if I kick them back a little bit, they'd be knocked into it?
Yes. So if you see, it's the lower left next to the little purple wagon.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that is the emissary.
The little staff thingy. Okay.
I'm trying to highlight it, but
Yeah, no, okay. That's the you know what? Nah. I am going to Mighty Blow and Skirmish. So
Okay.
Mighty Blow is going to give me 3d6 total, and the Skirmish is going to knock them back 2 yards into the... I'm trying to rattle them.
okay, roll damage.
Okay. This is 2d6 plus. What is my short sword? 2? Please, please, please. 15 damage.
Okay. So are you adding in the frost weapon damage?
Oh no, that's 17 damage.
Okay. All right. So they have armor 4, so that does 14 damage. Okay. All right. You just sort of skate under and just slash this thing open. It's still up. It's bleeding profusely, which might kind of be a bad thing, as it does know blood magic.
You know, there's
Oops.
only one way through a mage,
All right. So,
and that's bone.
well, he's going to target you with a spell that is 8 plus Betty's extra die. Ooh, brings that to a 14, and then their magic. Okay. So they just make the target number for the spell.
Okay.
So,
One thing I did forget, I did take 2-weapon fighting. Could I have activated before the fight the defensive +1?
sure.
Okay, so my AC is 15.
Okay.
Not that that'll help, but still.
So here's what happens, is you take 7 plus magic. What's their magic? It's good. You take 11 penetrating damage this round. And because it has afflicted you with Curse of Mortality, you will take 1d6 plus magic damage at the start of this emissary's turn. Additionally, you cannot regain health
So what you're saying
by
is,
any means.
I gotta kill it.
You gotta kill it. Yes, and this effect will last for 4 rounds.
Oh shit. That could kill me.
What if it dies first?
If it dies, the spell ends.
Oh, yep, that high priority there. Because I can't survive 46 plus magic damage probably if help.
Alright, so it's the Darkspawn's turn. Currently, they're
why
not
you keep
targeting
doing that?
anybody, or they're not targeting any wardens. What's the question?
I wanted to clarify, you said the Brody cannot regain any health via healing as long
By
as
any
that
means.
spell is up by any means, even
By any means.
even rubbing dirt on it.
I mean, you
Spell?
can put dirt on it, it's not gonna help.
Well, shit.
Page 112. Additionally, they cannot regain health by any means.
Okay.
I guess it's a terrible thing that it's being held by probably the physically weakest person in their group.
Yes. Also, make a constitution test, Brody. This is your one chance.
Constitution.
Stamina counts.
Yeah. Dude, I don't have anything in Constitution, let alone stamina. That's an 8.
Okay. Sucks to suck.
God damn it.
That was the resistance to the effect lasting?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Better me than Galen, I guess?
Garrick, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna keep wailing on an emissary. You're
Okay.
welcome, Harold.
I heard it too.
Ooh, that's 553 and strength of 3 makes that 16.
That'll hit.
Okay, hold on one second. I think I can be more useful than. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to do Mighty Blow first. So I'm going to make it 3d6 plus one for my weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 5, 5, 3 plus 1, 14, 16 total, including the frost damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to lightning attack it so that I can attack a second time and hopefully kill it.
All right, so that
Probably.
was 16 damage that you did?
16 damage.
All right, its armor is 4, so that brings it down to 12. All right, you might be able to kill it this round if you get real lucky. It's got 15
Okay.
hit points left.
Holy. Okay, well, I hit it. It's 6, 6, and 6. And I don't get any stun points or anything off of that. So this is just going to be... no, I can't kill it. I really can't because my max damage would be... maybe I could. Another 6 and 6. No, I rolled a 5. 5 and a 5 plus 1. I did 13 damage.
Okay, minus its armor of 4.
Does that include the +2 frost?
With plus... Yeah, that was with plus 2 frost.
Aw. Well, at least I go before it, so I might have a chance to kill it before it does anything.
I big, I wail.
All right. So, it's now the Shriek's turn. So, Galen does a... That is a 10. That's another 17.
Just say
I don't
no.
like it.
She'll never know. Just say
That's
no.
true. It's in a PDF on my tablet instead of in Roll20. Maybe. It might hit.
See, if you were to wear the armor that I had pinked out, then
Not this
you'd
again.
be good right now.
Take 8 damage minus your armor.
Are we really talking about
Okay.
kinks when we have people going to Pound Town in the Bone Zone?
You're fired.
Alright.
Oh.
Harold.
They miss, right?
Well, they might. That's kind of a crap roll, but they have a +7. So that is, 10... 16.
Sitting at a 15, so ow! But they did have to use their minor action to move after me.
Okay. Well, that's good. So, you take 8 damage, and I will need a willpower courage test from everybody.
Everybody. Oh shit.
Yes, please.
Oh no.
Oh wait, how much damage is that again?
8.
Is that eight?
Minus however much armor you have.
That is a 15 from Jurgen.
Okay. The target number is 11.
I made 11 exactly.
11 on the
Oh.
money.
Also, I don't know if having the courage, what's the word, perk?
Focus.
Focus counts?
Yes,
It does.
Brandon.
Yes.
It
That would be another
absolutely
+2.
counts.
So,
so
13.
You cleared it.
yes. So the shriek attacking you lets out this unholy shriek in an attempt to rattle you, but you all manage to make the test, and so nobody suffers a penalty.
I like to think it's because we're cracking these jokes about Bone Zone and Pound Town that there's a certain absurdity to their presence that undermines the terror.
Okay. The keeper does some more magic. You can't quite see the effect thereof, but the frost on your weapons stays up. It is Galen and Jurgen's turn.
Galen first.
Fine, be that way. Light blades again. Ooh, that's better, maybe. Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, wait. 13 total?
Defense is 15.
Shit.
And you used that die, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. That's a swing and a whiff.
Okay. Are there any minor actions you would like to take?
Oh. What are my options here?
You could take a minor action to aim. If you are doing a melee or ranged attack, you gain a +1 bonus on the next roll. You can also move up to your speed in yards.
I think I will aim,
Okay.
because these rolls I have had have not been that great.
All right. Excellent. Jurgen.
I'm very proud of what I just put in chat. Okay. Oh boy. Okay.
Am I having a stroke?
I got him, bros. Got him. Alright. Okay, I am having put all of my facilities towards defending Heroin. I'm going to continue to follow him around the battlefield, tranquilly and calmly, as a trank will do. However, I do want to clarify with the storyteller. As someone with a focus in arcane lore, would I recognize the spell that has been placed upon Heroin and know that the assistance to his wounds would not benefit him at this time?
Give me that roll. I'm going to say that it's target number 13.
3d6 plus 7. So as long as I don't roll 3 1s, and the fact that I said that out loud.
It's fine. You're an English teacher, not a math teacher.
I rolled a 13, so... Eesh. You know...
Alright, well, you make it, and yes, he's got like this like little red glow about him that as a Grey Warden who has fought emissaries before, you would recognize.
Okay. Then, knowing the effects of magic and that kind of being my job amongst the group, I will kind of go up and start to rub dirt on Harold again and just kind of be like... Bah! To the emissary. And I will try to whack him in the face. Using
Roll your whack and whack.
Using an all-out attack, please.
Yeah, whack
Okay.
him off.
Please refer back
With your
to...
big hole.
You can't say... If you hit, you do +1 damage. But there's no +2 hit. My 2 hit with my hitting stick is just 3d6.
For everyone's mental environment and imagination, Harold is just screaming like, "Ow! Ow! Ow! What the hell?"
Do we have to declare the use of meld dice before we roll?
It is benevolence, so you can decide to use it after, because that's what Ambrose did.
That
How you doing, Steve?
he rolled my initiative, but he doesn't have a modifier.
I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3 for a total of 6 to hit. I don't even know if I want to use meld dice right now.
Its defense is 11.
Its defense is 11.
Yes.
You gotta.
A 33% chance.
33 and 3% chance.
Yeah.
But if you use it now, you won't have it later.
But if you hit, it'll go down. Maybe.
Alright, here we go. I'm going to summon upon the power of Mel to roll 2 more d6.
One more d6.
1 more. I thought it was... Oh. Oof. I thought it was 2. I thought we got 2. Man. 6.
That was very much wishful thinking, Steve.
11. So I had to roll a 5 or a 6?
Yeah, not
You
that
do.
benevolent. Not that benevolent.
Oh no. Here we go. we go. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Already, how I do? How'd I do?
Oh! Wait, do you get a +1 on your all-out attack, or just the damage?
Just the damage. Darn it! I missed by 1. 10. 10 to hit. Do we get flanking for me and Harold attacking the same person?
Theta sucks. It's
Hey,
dirty and gritty and awful. And
Opportunity.
sometimes you try to save your friend and you just whiff.
It's okay.
The effect goes again on their turn, not mine, right?
Let me double check that.
Their turn is what you said earlier, and Steve, you should have used aim.
Oh, is aim what I should have used?
Aim is the +1 to your attack roll.
Oh no, but I had to move.
Yeah, you can use 2 minor. Oh wait.
No.
Yeah, you can use. Oh yeah, because you
Big
couldn't do
Dad
that.
has benevoleted someone.
I forgot you had to move.
Mm-hmm. Yep, had to use my minor action
Is that
to move.
benevolence for Steve, Big Dad?
If so, I'm assuming he's going to specify it needs to be
Yeah.
sprinkled with some Krav Maga.
Enter
Also-
Krav Maga stance. God damn it, Ben!
So,
God damn it,
curse
Big
of
Dad!
mortality. The subject suffers 2d6 plus magic and 1d6 plus magic at the start of each of their turns.
Okay.
So, that means you take 10 damage.
Is that reduced at all by armor? No, right?
No, it is penetrating.
Well, I am looking. I believe the phrase you would say is rough. As everyone hears all across.
Wolf.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Okay, but you're still up. It's still your turn. What would you like to do?
I am going to take a move action to go out and back around to get behind the emissary again.
Okay,
I need to move in order to take advantage of my backstab.
all right.
That's how it works. And I'm a go for it. I'm gonna try and stick this thing, my sword, straight through their head from the top.
Give me that roll.
That would be a 13 to hit,
That hits.
and that is 2d6 plus 4. That would be a 14 damage.
Okay.
16. You forgot, or are you already including +2?
That I added the plus 2.
Okay.
So yeah, that's 14 damage.
Excellent. Its armor is 4, so you do 10 damage, which erases its final 7 hit points. And, Jurgen, you will notice as the emissary goes down, the weird red glow around Harold dissipates.
Ow, 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 ow.
All right,
Look
so
at
the
Harold.
Elven Warriors.
Just look at Harold. Don't get hit.
Not my choice! Got
Alright,
Dagger
so-
moving around in a defensive pattern to try and keep himself alive.
Oh wow, the Elven Warriors do a little bit of damage, but okay. They are wearing down the Darkspawn mini horde. There's a lot. It's kind of a horde. Okay, Emissary does not get to go because he's super dead. Okay. The Genlocks exchange blows. Garrix, it is your turn.
I just have to ask, Carol, how close to death are you?
On a scale of 1 to 36, I would say I'm roughly a 10.
Okay, it is hilarious because there's absolutely nothing that's going to be really awesome on this roll, but I'm going to try and heal you. I'm going to look over at our wonderful Tranquil and be like, I can rub dirt on someone. Come here.
I'm waiting for this to fail and being like, it's not just dirt. It's not just dirt.
I made an 11. On the money. And that's 4 plus 2. So you get 6 back.
Okay, that's better than not.
I rub the dirt all over your face. See? You get better. And then
Ow! That was ow! My eyes. Stop it. Thank
You're
you.
better.
Stop. It's good, but ow.
And then for my minor action, I'm going to move towards the horde of wait, not the horde, the screamy things.
Shreks. Bone Shrek.
The Shreks. I'll move towards the Bone Shreks.
We
Okay.
handle our fear and anxiety by mocking.
I'll bone you.
Feel like
All
we've
right, it is.
different place in the battlefield. We're now in a certain kind of club.
Okay, it is now top of the round. First Shriek going after Galen. Okay,
No,
that
no, thank you.
I decline.
It rolled doubles. It rolled double 4s.
Oh, well, that's so nice of
the
it.
one, right?
So does a 20 hit?
Not today. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, yeah, it is.
Okay. Alright, I gotta look up what.
My next character sheet.
No, I gotta look up the poison stunt.
What?
What?
I thought you loved us.
I do! I do!
I feel loved. I got full health.
Yeah, fuck you, Devin.
All y'all know this is how the maker shows their love.
By causing
Okay.
suffering?
Yes.
By turning away from you.
Alright, so. That is 9 damage. And please make me a Constitution stamina test. Your target number is 13.
Oh, that's. Wait. Let me start with the damage. How much was that?
9 minus your armor.
Okay. Is not terrible. I'm not doing as bad as Harold Wynn's health.
So far.
Yuck it up. That's right. Yuck it up. I'm sure there won't be any joining me at the bottom of the health barrel.
Oh. Okay. That's 10, and that was a Constitution. 12 total.
Okay. Do you have the stamina focus?
I can pretend I do.
Okay, the target number was 13. But that will not apply until your turn.
What?
It's fine.
Is it your
Okay.
turn?
Harold. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Alright, that shriek done whiff.
It only misses because of activating the two-hand weapon ability, which I use for that +1 to my defense. So literally, the dagger or the bone is coming right for my face, and I just catch it on the hilt of the dagger. Like, ah!
Okay. And so, the keeper sees you struggling, and so that is, that'll absolutely hit. She will spend the mana to make it extra points. she rolls shit. But she does damage one of the shrieks coming after you. Galen and Jurgen, it's your turn.
Woohoo! My short stabbies that are in my hand sound like a good plan. Unless, poison somehow interferes from that. I will, whatever is closest to me.
Probably the shriek that's trying to eat and or infect you.
That's fun. Yeah, I don't feel like being eaten. Infected, that remains to be seen. Mm. 16.
Its defense is 15.
Yes. Okay, I will roll for damage.
Don't forget your aim bonus and the
Oh shit,
frostbite
that's right.
bonus.
With the what weapons bonus?
Oh, also,
Frost.
When did that
from
happen?
the...
First round.
Yeah, that's what the keeper is doing. So you take 6 penetrating poison damage.
Oh. I always knew that would happen from penetration.
Penetrated by the Shrek's bone.
So my armor probably doesn't help with that.
Penetrating, nope.
Okay.
There's no protection that'll protect you from that penetration.
Well,
I'm sorry, we just started down a path and I can't get off it.
get off, damn it.
Something will help you get off it.
Okay, so the aim bonus is only for the attack roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then that I didn't need it, thankfully. Damage for Frost. Oh, let's dice. You betray me. 7 plus Frost, whatever it may be.
9.
Okay.
Okay. Its armor is 3, but you do manage to wound it. Jurgen, what would you like to do?
So I was standing next to Harold when we were going after the emissary. The emissary's dead. Where am I still next to Harold and another darkspawn?
It is a target-rich environment. You are next to many darkspawns.
There's also a Shriek attacking me, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, right, because you caught it and you did the deflection. Cool. Awesome. Great. Perfect. Awesome. Just because I can, and I've not done this yet, and it's totally awesome. As a minor action, I will just kind of look to, Garrick. You applied dirt very well. Scoop up dirt and apply again. I just hit my mic doing hand motion. I can apply healing as a minor action. So I'm going to minor action heal Harold and hopefully get him back up to full.
My friend, I don't think you're that good at healing yet.
You've gotten other heals. You're fine.
On a I am still below half my health.
All right, let's see what we can do here. 3d6 plus 7.
Actually, that could.
22. 22 on the skill check, succeeds on the heal. You heal 20 hit points. My dragon die was a 3, plus my modifier of 7 gives me 10. 10 times 2 is 20.
That is exactly what I need to be back up to full.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how a tranquil heal.
This is why I keep throwing monsters at you.
I love it. I love it. And then I am going to attempt to whack the bonester in front of
The
us.
shriek?
The shriek, yes, the bone monster. The yes.
Okay.
This is probably not gonna.
Betty just redeemed another malevolence.
No.
Excellent. I've got 2 racked up.
No. I've already used my minor, so I cannot use that to aim. However, I believe, if I am not mistaken, my good old friend and Krav Maga instructor, Big Dad, gave me a benevolence question mark?
I think it was for you.
I think so. I mean, I did run the pizza scam with him, so...
There's also a second one from Big Dad now. I don't know if it's for you or Steve or not. I'm sure if you do some Krav Maga, it'll probably be for you.
I don't know how to fake do Krav Maga. Eye
You
poke,
just
kicking.
kind of stand there, and then somebody's on the ground in pain.
Yeah, just,
Just sit there and assume there's bodies around you.
Okay. Alright. R/3d6. No, that's /R3d6. For a total of 7. I don't think a 6 would get me to an amount that I could hurt the thing.
Its defense is 15.
Yeah, so 7 plus 6 is not 15. Good heal, and then, with my stick.
Yeah, you, try and hit it, and it just scrapes across its bone arm. And does nothing. But you have its attention now.
Which is good, because I think I'm next? Or
You are next. It's your turn.
so are we gonna say because it's now focused on Jurgen that I might be able to backstab it without having to do super fancy things?
Go backstab.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the one in front of me because now it's time to worry about myself. And also Jurgen was amazing and needs to live. That's 17 to hit with 5 stunt dice. Or it's 5.
Excellent.
Which
That'll hit.
Yeah. And wait, where is it? Ah, there we are. Let's see. So I think I am going to... what do I want to do? Did they get rid of the big 2d6 lethal blow?
I don't think so.
I think that's
That's a
I think
stunt. It's a
six.
stunt. Yeah.
Right, I'm trying to... I don't see it on our things.
Yeah, no, it exists. It's just let me find it real quick.
If I recall, it's extra 2d6, right? And it's 5 stunt.
So, Mighty Blow.
Hmm?
You inflict an extra 1d6 damage on your attack, but you can spend 4 stun points to make that 2d6.
I think I will do that, and if I recall, do I get the... and I can pierce armor for 1 stun point.
There.
Yeah, lethal.
Because I'm a rogue.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
So I am going to do 2 Mighty Blow and a pierce armor, which means their armor rating is halved, rounded down.
Excellent. That makes his armor rating 1.
So I'm going to do 4d6 plus 4 damage.
You might kill it. It's got 27 hit points.
We'll see. Oh, that was terrible. 11 damage, so it takes 10.
Okay. So it is still up.
And because I have my minor action, I am going to guard action, or guard up. No, that won't help because the end of the round is not there. I am going to press the attack. So if it tries to move, I can attack. I can follow it.
Okay. Alright, so the elven warriors now go. Alright, so do the genlocks. I'm just rolling for them as a group. Alright, so the elves take a little bit of damage, but they do manage to drop 2 of the darkspawn. Hooray! Garrick, it is your turn.
Okay, so I said I went up to the wonderful bone knives, and are they next to each other or no?
There's one next to Harold and there's one next to Galen.
Okay. Galen's the one that's on his own right now since Jurgen is there with Harold, so I'll go to Galen. And I'm gonna try and smack it with a sword. And that's 8, 11. So let me use that benevolence and see if I can get that to a 15. 4, 5, or 6. Come on, baby. It's a 4. Right on the money. 15,
Alright, so
you
what
said,
do you-
right? To
The
hit
shrieks,
the
yes.
shrieks, yes.
Yes, defense is 15.
Yes. Money shot. So I'm gonna hit it with my bastard sword.
Damn right, it's bastard sword.
Yeah. And 6, 7 damage. Oh, 8, 9 damage because of the frost.
Okay. You wing it, chipping some of its bone plating off. It's now the Shriek's turn, and there are 2 Shrieks, and I have 2 malevolences. So Jurgen, you have drawn the attention of one. That is, oh, that's bad. That's 10, 15, 17, 24.
Fucking what the? No, man. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Just bring it. No, yeah, of course that is.
Wait. Are those the other darkspawn going after our poor healer?
No, the Shriek's attention has been diverted away from the elves onto Jurgen and Garrick. So, Jurgen, you take 6 damage.
Okay.
You know, it occurs to me that by adding the dice, I increase the chance of rolling doubles.
Yes.
So, Garrick. Ah, no doubles. But that's an 11, 18, 21 to hit you.
That does hit!
Yikes.
You take 9 damage.
I take no damage.
Okay.
I love being a fortress.
You
I
almost
also
fucking
need
ran.
everybody to make another willpower courage test. And I'm going to skate on the spirit of the malevolence and say that the target number is now 13 instead of 11.
I wouldn't have made it either way. I only rolled 10 this time.
So that's all of us?
All of you.
Ow. If it had been 11, I'd be fine.
And that was willpower or constitution.
That is a willpower courage test.
Oh, perfect. Maybe.
So you can thank Betty for all of this torture.
13?
You make it. Those of you who do not, you suffer a -1 penalty to attacks and defense until the end of this encounter. Alright, so it is the Keeper's turn. She is going to make her roll. Okay, that's a shit roll, but her bonus is 7, so she'll make it. Alright, so that is 11 that she's doing on the Shriek. But you have reduced it. Okay, so One of the shrieks looks real bad. It is
Go on.
now Galen and Jurgen's go.
It's the shriek with Galen, or Jurgen and Harold that's looking bad,
Yes.
right?
Yes, the one that looks like it could keel over at any moment.
Right. Doing what I was doing before with the light blades, and that is 15.
Oh, is that with the... Oh no, because you made it. You don't suffer the penalty. Yes. Okay, its defense is 15. Roll damage.
Seven.
Okay. Its armor is 3, so it will take 4 damage. Does that include the frost?
Oh, no, it does not.
Okay, so it takes 2 more. Jurgen, what would you like to do?
What does the effect do again? I'm sorry.
It is a -1 to attack and defense because it lets out this shriek. You know what? I will give you a... Would a +2 bonus make a difference to what you rolled?
Yes.
Nah, Jurgen in specific.
No, it would have put me at an 11.
Right.
Okay.
No emotions.
Yeah, I was inclined to give you a bonus because Tranquil.
Sure.
But even Tranquil, like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. That's bad.
Sure.
What about nearly pathological irreverence?
No,
That's like resistance to fear.
no. Jurgen, what would you like to do? That is a coping strategy, not a resistance.
Potato.
Well, first I would like to declare a Steve fuck up in classic Steve fashion. Steve did not remember the order of operations correctly. So his healing is not quite as good. It's still very good, but just ever so slightly just going to be a little bit less going forward. That has been corrected on my character sheet. Okay, so... Harold's pretty good, I think. Garrick has 1 billion armor. I'm
100%.
nowhere near Galen, I don't think.
Go get Galen. I got this.
Can you not, like, throw dirt? Do you have to rub it, or can you just, like, yeet the dirt?
I can yeet something, I think, but,
Go help Galen. I think I got this one.
I will turn towards Galen, who looks pretty fucked up, right?
I have 29 out of 47 health.
I'll move over to Galen if I can reach him.
Okay, yeah, you can reach him.
Okay, so do you take an attack if you leave combat with something in this game?
There are no attacks of opportunity.
Okay,
I
then...
hate that rule so much. Even if it was in this rule set, I'd be like, nope, it's dumb and I hate it.
Okay. Alright, so then I move over and, minor action move, minor action heal, Galen.
Okay, make those rolls, please.
Baker, if you stop attacking Galen, then he won't be able... If he doesn't take damage again, then he can't be healed.
What?
You can only... You have to wait until you're damaged again for another healing attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
if you stop attacking somebody, they can't get healed.
You gotta rip the bandages to remake the bandages.
It's a perfect strategy, Ambrose. Don't worry, don't think too hard about it.
No, don't hit the... If the maker doesn't hit them, then they can't be healed again.
Then
Harold.
I can't heal them anymore. And you
Harold,
win.
it's your turn.
Alright. I rolled a 19 to succeed on my check for Galen. Rolled a 5 on the dragon die. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus the 7 of my ability is 17. So you heal 17 hit points, Galen.
You know what? I feel like spiritually we need to remember that we have to protect Jurgen from the world.
Speaking of, Harold, it's your turn, and there's a shriek attacking Jurgen.
I'm gonna stick my pointies in the street. Because some of us don't use bone, we use metal. Thank you very much.
Gross.
I'm whiff. But wait. So it's a 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use that die.
Okay.
Yes!
Nice.
All right. Roll
Definitely
damage.
not looking at me, right? Its focus is on Jurgen, right?
Yes.
And it's running him down, right?
Yes.
So I have to move to get to him, right?
Yes.
Backstab!
Roll damage.
That'll be 10 damage.
So,
Is it down?
its armor is 3,
Uh-huh, so it takes 7 damage.
and its hit points are 6.
Yes!
So you...
There's definitely that moment of, I don't want to become like you. Stop it!
Okay. So the Elven Warriors, the Genlocks, they continue exchanging blows. Oh, the Elven Warriors do quite good. The Darkspawn do reasonably well. Okay, Garrick, it's your turn.
Okay, Garrick is going to once again try and stab a shrieker.
A
Don't
squeaker.
stab Squeaker.
I got a bone to pick with this one.
Wait a second.
What?
I just got it.
But
Alright, so what'd you roll, Garrick?
my bone was not strong enough to pick with it. I rolled.
Do you still have your dice of benevolence?
No, I used it last time to hit it.
Okay. Swing and a miss. But now you have attracted its attention.
That was the point. Actually,
Okay.
the point was on the tip of the sword, but
Oh, that is a terrible roll. That
I would like to say this is officially now slash fiction.
would a 16 hit.
nope.
Okay. So, yeah, the shriek just lashes out and just generates sparks as it slashes across your armor.
It's just a whiffing match.
Okay. Mahariel, she's gonna do her thing. Oh, okay. That's more dead Darkspawn. Okay, we are back to Galen and Jurgen.
I'm gonna do my same old with the short and stabby.
Okay.
Yeah. 13.
Cry, cry.
Sadness and woe.
Suffer.
I will aim this time and swing for the second shrieker.
Okay.
So 3d6 plus 1 this time. For a total of 17.
That will hit, even with the penalty.
And
Oh, hey, I forgot to roll for Galen. Galen, take 6 more poison damage.
boo.
I must.
Boo.
You must.
Boo.
So, I'm sorry, you can continue.
Oh, no. All good. I'm just checking my... Nope, that is... If anyone is not in the Discord server, I just want you to know that I went to go click a pinned message in our personal game thing so that I could see the stunts, and I clicked the wrong pins, and all I see now is a pinned message that just says thick with 3 C's.
You
That's
are
it.
in the wrong channel.
I am definitely
friend.
in the wrong channel. That's it. There's no further context. There's no picture. It just thick.
Why are you talking about me?
You're good. It's coming right for you.
Yes. I am sorry, wonderful keeper. Okay, hold on. Because I actually have stuck points for the first time. In combat, I'm the best. Mighty blow, deal an extra d6 damage. Okay, so, I have, 5 stuck points because I rolled 2 5s. And one of those was on the dragon dice. So I'm going to use, 2 of them to pierce armor, 2 of them to mighty blow, to add an extra d6 to the damage, so slash rd6, which increases my damage by 5. Wait, slash rd6. That makes my damage,
More or less than 13.
5, 10, 11.
Okay.
So close. 11
There's
damage.
2 hit points left. Harold. Take us home, Harold.
I'ma do my thing, cause I'ma stab it in the back.
Okay.
Okay, is that cool?
Go for it.
Oh, not stab it in the back. A 1 and 2 and 3. A 1 and 2 and 3 plus 4. Nope.
Okay. In that case, Garrick, take us home.
Okay.
Take us home tonight. I don't want to die to this dark spawn. Please survive.
We've officially crossed gotten to the threshold of acceptable use.
Unless somebody throws a benevolence my way right now, it's not happening. Because
We're
I
a
rolled,
hot mess.
It's
I rolled.
2 damage!
I know. Because I got 13.
I'm pretty sure every one of us.
Oh! Mel just redeemed it. Is that for me? Is that for me?
Take it.
And that's a 6. That does it. That does it. And how much is its armor?
3.
3. So I have to roll like.
5.
You have to roll at least 5 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. The 1 die fell to the floor. Okay.
If you roll 4 damage right now.
Such suspense.
My cat is requesting benevolence for us. Just so you all know, she's whispering in my ear saying, "They should give them more benevolence."
So Steve,
Yes.
you live. I rolled 7.
Yay.
Hooray.
I rolled a 1 on the one that was up here.
All right. So, you managed to vanquish the shrieks of the emissaries. The other darkspawn are a bit of a mop-up with the other elves helping. What is Garrick doing?
Lupine, no.
What did Lupine do?
Tanith wants 7 buttholes.
What?
Look, I will tell you, one of them is enough for her.
Imagine doing the colonoscopies.
The internal
Oh, man.
problematic.
I'm thinking of a podcast in which there's a badger who's got multiple buttholes. Anyway. I can't remember the name of the podcast. I'm pretty sure Lupine listens to it, though. On that note, we're going to take a break.
What?
Oh god, okay.
This fight wound down not with a bang, but with a oh good god.
Exactly.
Maker
All right.
Speedy, what was that?
So, you have vanquished the Darkspawn. Galen notices that his griffin has ingested Darkspawn blood.
My griffin gonna be Grey Warden?
Or it'll get sick and die.
I hope not.
Alright. We will see everybody in 10 minutes. All right, and we return. The battlefield is littered with corpses of shrieks and darkspawn. The elves take a moment to is it over? Is it over? Oh, thank Elganon, it's over. So, the first thing is a little bit of a lore dump. This is something that Galen, in particular, would know. The Keeper is usually a mage and often the leader of the Dalish clan. Their first is their apprentice, the person who will take over after the Keeper dies. There's also another role within the clan that's very, very important. It's called the Haven, and it's essentially the storyteller. That's their job. Tell stories all day. And it's essentially a way to keep Dalish elven culture alive and make sure that it gets transmitted properly to the children. So it's a very important role. And so, a woman, obviously the Keeper, she's the one who was helping you out with arcane lances and frost weapons and such, approaches you. She says, Andaran Atishan, Grey Wardens, which Galen would recognize Andaran Atishan as the formal, traditional come-in-peace greeting amongst the Dalish. I thank you for your aid. I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't come when you did.
I don't know either, but glad to be of service.
Right. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mahariel. This is Clan Sabre. Here is my first. And so you see a young, teenage, young adult, 19, 20. He's got really beautiful dark hair that he has sort of tied back in kind of an elaborate braid. She says, "Hi, and this is my first. His name's Zathrian." Zathrian says, "Anathara." And so Mahariel then says, "Well, you've got a lot of cleaning up to do, and I think at the very least we could give you a hot meal if you'd care to stay long enough."
I would enjoy that. We could certainly catch our breath after that dark spawn attack. Everyone else, Jurgen, Garrick, Harold. These are my fellow Grey Wardens.
Galen, Arrow.
Arrow. And he just goes pale and then darts off, not even saying anything to the Harin. Darts off to Arrow.
Do you all know how to deal with a griffin that's ingested darkspawn blood?
Well, I suppose the same way we deal with it when that happens to a Hala. There's really only one thing to do, else the sickness spreads.
Could there be another thing?
I'll admit, the Sabre don't have much to do with griffins. This is more a Grey Warden thing, isn't it? Although I agree with you, it's a fine beast.
We've, except for Jurgen over there, we've been Grey Wardens for what, a few weeks?
So, at this point, a woman comes up, dressed in leather armor, bearing a bow, and she's one of the people who you saw standing on top of the Aravels. So, you fought well, Grey Wardens. No Saranas for the help.
You're welcome. It didn't. We saw Darkspawn and
And we killed them.
kind of.
It's. We usually don't see them, not on this part of the woods and not at this time of year. Is there something going on?
There's a
And
blight.
you can see, like, she's asking, like,
Yeah, there's a blight. As
oh,
far as we can tell, it started in Antiva. There's not much left of Antiva. And we're actually off to go work on. We're actually off to see if we can get some help from the dwarves and maybe let them know that the Darkspawn are coming if they aren't already.
oh, well, we shouldn't keep you, but we're happy to have you. And so at this point, another elf comes up and says, Keeper Mahariel, you needed. There's something wrong with Elas.
Something that we might be able to help with?
I'm not sure. Elas is our Haren, our lore keeper. So,
You're
I would like medicine checks.
from
Because
everybody?
anyone who's examining, because the elf says, there's something wrong with Elis and Taineran. Yes, healing would be the same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that a cunning roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
make
I'm go to. 11.
How'd you do, Steve?
Oh God!
Okay, give me your
Got
numbers.
The devil's numbers
Oh shit.
for a total of 21.
Okay.
God
So-
damn.
Apparently, I am very concerned for the lore keeper.
So,
Steve
You're
might be
brought-
muted. Sorry.
to the Haren and another one of the hunters. And Harold, you have seen your fair share of sickness in the alienage. Close quarters, bad water, fevers happen. And you can tell, a couple things. The hunter, Taineran, only has a fever. However, based on your recent introduction to the Grey Wardens and your knowledge of the history of the Blights, sickness like this follows Blight. It's not Blight sickness. He's not infected with taint. He's just sick, and this is something that's just going to happen.
So,
However,
in modern terms, the Darkspawn are kind of nasty, and they got lots of bacteria and stuff. And if they get near you, they can get you sick.
basically.
Okay.
However, Elas, the Haren, absolutely infected with the Blight.
Like shrieky infection.
If it continues long enough, who knows?
I'm with the role. I'm kind of imagining like of some random broken knowledge that was passed down through generations of the alienage. Like there's just for some reason just like tales to scare children with. Perhaps that there's some families from Orlais in the alienage that
Yeah, there's probably some handed down generational trauma of the time mom turned into a shriek and tried to kill the family.
or bad children who didn't do what they were told, went out into the forest and came back and turned into monsters like shrieks.
Yikes.
Being back ready to bone.
So tell me about Harrow kind of looks from the keeper to this storyteller. I'm really hoping that there might be a solution to both our griffin and this man because they have the same thing.
Yoink.
Are we talking conscription here?
We're talking if this goes on long enough. I mean, I thought it was just things that my parents told me because I misbehaved. This is exactly what they described. He's turning into one of those, and he points at one of the corpses of a shriek corpse.
So, I got a solution, but it's 50-50.
Do we know if becoming a Grey Warden will stop it?
Yes.
Well, if he's infected with a taint, then yeah.
It did for Garrick.
Is the guy conscious enough to make a decision, or is he delirious?
Yeah, so he's like laid out on a cot next to the other hunter with the non-blight fever. Coughing, and they're trying to get him to drink water, but he's conscious and aware.
Harold will go over and kind of kneel down so that he's on the same level. Friend, do you know what's happening to you?
Darren, Atishan, Grey Warden. I fear I don't have much time left. Where's my daughter?
There's something we might be able to do, but it is not without strength.
As far as I know, my time is now limited.
So is ours, but it is possible that if we were to make you a Grey Warden, you might survive. But then you would be a Grey Warden, with all that entails.
Alright, and so, at this point, Mahariel says, "Oh, what? Are you invoking the right of conscription? Because this is our lore keeper and we can't lose him."
Looking at back, we'll only invoke it if that is what your clan wants, to save him. There's no guarantee. The process is in and of itself dangerous.
Alright,
But I mean,
Garrick.
we could, leave him here for now as you guys travel with him to...
Alright, Garrick. As that thought strikes you, please give me a cunning roll.
Okay.
Target number is 11.
Hey! That's 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so you're the person here who has been entrusted with the vial of archdemon blood that you use to do more joinings. And you look at it, and it's a lot, but it's not an infinite supply. Whoever you spend this on must be willing to come with you to help fight the archdemon.
Well,
And Harold's also on that page of like, I don't think we can just leave him. This is an all or nothing thing.
well, my statement was if he would be traveling back to our newfound home base, they could travel together and he could try and pass off as much lore as possible in that time frame if he survives.
I mean, we are trying.
And then, yeah.
we
And
are-
anybody else that wants to join in this time frame would be doing it at the same time as well.
Keeper, we have reclaimed. What was the name of the keep before, or the place?
You're not sure what
Uh,
name it had before.
We've reclaimed a
Wooden Palisade Fort.
a fort
Warden. Yeah.
in the Dales for the Grey Wardens, but Galen and I and the rest of us are trying to make it a place that might be safe for Poinsettia's ears. If you're willing to travel that way and perhaps help secure it and make it a safe place for other Dalish elves and elves from the alienages that are going to be recruited to help maintain it, then assuming your lore keeper survives the process, I see no reason why you can't maintain that connection there.
Oh, you're a good boy. You're a very sweet boy. And she puts her hand on your cheek, and you get the feeling as you look at her face with this very elaborate, almost gold tattoo on it, and you look over at Galen and his own facial tattoos, and everyone else who has these very elaborate tattoos on their faces, and she puts her hand on your blank cheek. And just... It's a shame how much history that you've lost, but I don't think we'd be safe. Not in the Dales, not settled anywhere.
For the time that you'd be helping the Grey Wardens, if you would come under our protection.
If we're conscripted, we'll go. But if this is truly a blight, then we've got other things to take care of, especially poor Elas.
It's up to you. I'm not gonna make a decision for you. If you want to try and save his life this way, that's what we can offer.
Ugh.
And otherwise, if you need help, we'll do the hard things so you don't have to look at it. But I don't think you're
No.
gonna.
Elas is one of ours. We'll make sure he's taken care of, but we can't lose our Hara, and I'm sorry, we just can't. And give me, everyone, a perception roll, and if you have anything related to smell, that focus would apply.
That's a 7. I smell myself.
Yeah,
You're
we
getting
all
pretty ripe.
you kind of got the thing.
10 for Steve?
13.
Okay.
12.
Alright, Harold and Galen, you both realize as you look around, there's a lot of Darkspawn who died here in the past, 20 minutes, half an hour? And they died bloody. And you watch as their blood seeps into the soil, and you can already pick out where it has begun blackening roots and leaves where they fell. And for you especially, Galen, you recognize what a terrible omen this is for a people who rely on hunting and gathering to sustain themselves.
You know what? Harold will stop, take out a little bit of paper, write out a little note. Essentially, it's if the Dalish choose to appear at Wisdom's Keep. Harold is writing out like basically these people are under our protection. They have hospitality. If they need, anytime they stop by, they should be given full guest rights.
Okay.
And just takes it, doesn't even like show it, just says, if you need help, if you need food or support or whatever, Wisdom's Keep is, and I kind of give as best I can the directions and location, you will be welcome. And he gives it to the keeper.
Mahario accepts it in such a way that you can tell she's illiterate. She cannot read.
Give this to whoever is in charge at Wisdom's Keep. It is a note from us that you are under our protection.
Well, thank you for that, Grey Warden. What will you do next?
We have a pig to visit.
Alright, so do any of you speak to the infected elf?
Galen's busy with Arrow, worrying over Arrow.
Harold
Okay.
will absolutely sit by his side until it's time to go, and try and hear every story this man is willing to share.
Alright, and so you can tell that his choice is not to become a Grey Warden. You can conscript him if you want, but they have brought a young girl based on family resemblance, probably his daughter. She's about 16, 17, and she is listening to every story that he's saying, just as tears are just silently rolling down her cheeks, and Galen would recognize this was his daughter and his apprentice, and he's just trying to do a lore dump as much as he can before he gets too sick.
For once, Harold is just shutting up and listening.
Okay. Yeah, you hear a lot of stories that you've never actually heard before about the elven gods and just the way that they interact with each other. You hear the story of Mythal's betrayal and the vengeance taken by the Dread Wolf.
Do I hear the name? Do I hear Harold in that name, or does it? Or they only refer to him as Dreadwolf?
No, they will speak the name Fenharel.
There's moments if people are watching Harold, like he's recognizing snippets of names because those are the names that have been spread through the alienage, but they're all broken and pieces of all these names.
Okay.
I'm just kind of like.
Some of them take some time to like try and teach you a little bit of the Elvish language, and it's not really a full language because so much has been lost. But they do try to hang on to what words and what grammar they can retain.
It's infinitely more than he had already. Assuming we take the time to wait until the lore keeper is no longer speaking, is that something we want to do, or are we in a rush?
About how long do you think it would take for the lore keeper to get to that point?
So
Would
it'll
you
take him
approximate?
some number of days.
Okay, no, that's not.
But they have promised to feed you, and they make good on that promise. You get a lot of fresh foraged food, so like rabbit with wild onion and mushroom. You can tell that they break into their stash of spices to try and flavor it up, and you can tell that people are trying to sort of be celebratory because, like, hey, it's a fight and we won and these people saved our lives, but we're about to lose our harem, and
I kind of want to insert a little bit of maybe made up lore, but hey, this is. Harold will try and offer some songs from the alienage, because of course people have their own music and traditions. And I can't imagine that a alienage would not be filled with bittersweet music.
okay, I mean, sure, why not?
He shares some of the music that he grew up with, which might have a few just very random and nonsensical things that are actually little bits of Elvish. But it's sharing that this is what we would sing when one of our number had lived long enough to actually die of old age, had been able to actually live a full life.
Okay.
And so just kind of a little cultural exchange, a little bit of just shared pain.
Yeah, there's a little bit, as you compare songs, you can sort of see the roots of where your songs came from, and also Shemlin influence on them.
Jazz from, West African music traditions.
Yeah, kind of.
When it gets to that point, that's when Garrick would wander out to find Galen. Actually get a look at Arrow as well.
Alright, go ahead and give me a healing check. Or healing and or animal handling.
Yeah, let's go with the healing because that's a cunning, and I actually have points in that. That is a 12, and if it matters, dragon dice of 6.
Hey. Alright, so Arrow is infected with the blight. And he has days, weeks, who knows, before he finally succumbs. You could try and do the joining on him and essentially make him into a Grey Warden. This is essentially what happens to Ferelden Mabari hounds who fight with the Wardens. It's nothing that anyone deliberately does. It's just the nature of the fight. However, the thing is that Mabari warhounds, they're dogs. They'll eat anything. They're not discriminatory. The problem is that griffins are picky.
Hate it.
And they can sense the taint that you're trying to make them drink. So, yes, if you could put Arrow through the joining, he would probably survive, in as much as anyone survives the joining. But you would have to compel him somehow.
Animal handling.
Put it in a piece of cheese.
Not somebody with the actual skill for animal handling.
So the first person I would actually consult would be Jurgen. Because I would walk up to him and say,
Don't you dare.
"What do you think I'd say?"
Jurgen's gonna say it's a waste of joining fluids.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say, how do you make a griffin eat something it doesn't want?
This is not an experience I have.
How do you
Jurgen,
Mm.
give me, what would this roll be? Magic. Give me a magic roll.
A magic, just an arcane lore, just straight magic.
Arcane lore applies.
Oh, I can just okay. I can do magic. Okay.
So target number 13.
If arcane lore applies, though, all right. R3d6. Uh, 16.
Hey, you know how you make someone do something that they don't want to do?
Would it
Get
a
'em
piece
drunk
of cheese?
first?
You mind control them with blood magic.
What?
Oh, hey, we know somebody who can do that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember. Is he with us or did he go somewhere else? I forgot.
You left him at Care Wisdom.
Um, there, this is not an experience that I have. However, there are many ways in which to make something do something they do not want to do. Different forms of mind control, different forms of magic, persuasion.
Yeah, that could work. It's awful, but I mean, we have somebody who can do it. I suppose I should be asking Galen this.
Galen will be able to provide you with answers in the same manner I was. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Yeah, I got this itch on my back. Thank you, I can't reach under the armor like that. Alright. Go up to Galen, explain the situation. So, your griffin, we can save it. Just, we need to coerce it to doing the joining.
I don't want Arrow to do anything that he doesn't want to do.
Well, they hate the taint, so they're not gonna eat the taint without help. Your options are either make it do something it doesn't want for theoretically its own good, or, and I pull out a very long knife, don't let it suffer any longer.
No, there's gotta be something else. Look, Harold.
Harold is trading songs around the campfire with the other elves.
At the moment, Harold is being like, "Oh wait, people that I'm connected to somehow. Please give me something more than Orlesian bullshit." But you could probably get him. It's not like he's not findable.
Galen will go over to Harold. Just motioning to Garrick just to wait.
So you go to Harold. You find Harold in conversation with a pregnant elf. Harold, this elf has introduced herself as Arave. She is the wife of the first, the keeper's apprentice, Sathria. And she says that she's a worker of ironbark. And she will explain to you that ironbark is this especially hardy wood that can be worked like iron if you know how. And she's so moved by your heroism and by your how much you've shared of your songs and the Dalish customs, and it's a little gratitude and a little bit of pity, but she gives you an ironbark shortbow as a thank you gift.
Thank you. This is very generous. You don't have to.
Oh, I don't have to, but I want to. Really, it's just, honestly, it's one of the first things I made once I finally mastered the art. There's a couple of mistakes that I've made, but nothing that'll interfere with the bow itself.
You know what? If my work was judged by the mistakes I've made only, I wouldn't have done anything.
So go ahead and write down Iron Bark Shortbow on your character sheet. You need 2 less strength than a normal shortbow to wield it. And it has a 50% increased short range and a 100% increased long range. And it's very pretty. So she sort of carved leaves in.
Thank you. And I was gonna say the only people I usually charge the Shem double to make up for the fact I don't charge elves anything. But I don't think we're doing. This is not. This is family, isn't it?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
This is what we do for family, huh?
Oh, well, I suppose you are in effect a long-lost cousin of ours.
Weird. But thank you. I'll stick many darkspawn with it. And probably a few obnoxious Shem.
Bareth Shiral, Warden. And this is the interaction that Galen witnesses as he walks up to Harold.
He feels bad interrupting this, but he's feeling desperate. That's a lovely gift.
It is. What's up?
Garrick has said that either Arrow needs to be put down or go through the joining, but doesn't think Arrow will take the drink, considering it is just darkspawn taint, and suggests the use of blood magic mind control to get him to drink it, but I don't think that's the right choice here. I was wondering if perhaps somehow you might be able to convince Arrow to drink it.
When you say blood magic, Errol actually just spits on the ground, aiming for a little darkspawn spot. Fuck that. We're not making anyone do anything that they're not willing to do.
And so you spit and you aim for the patch tainted by darkspawn blood, and you can see how the soil is breaking up, and it's almost like ash after having been exposed to the darkspawn blood as a way. And this makes you think, like, okay, well, no, we're playing for keeps here. How many ideals can you afford to retain in the face of a blight? In the face of letting a war asset die?
Griffins aren't stupid. And I think there's a chance we can convince Arrow to take his medicine. But Galen, he's your Griffin, and it's your call. If you want to let him live until he can't do it anymore, and then save him from the pain, then that's what we do. If you want to try convincing him like any other Griffin, I will certainly do my best. The blood magic thing, I won't judge you if you go with it, but I don't think it's right.
No, I had the same disease with it.
Well, we don't have to go with blood magic option yet. Let's try some less. Let's see if we can convince Arrow to deal with it.
I would appreciate that, and I would owe you.
Shh. Looks at the short bow. Looks back at the first wife. Looks around. No, you won't. What we do. The only way we're getting out of the hole that we've been put in is by helping each other. So fuck it. We'll save Arrow one way or another. And who knows? Maybe in 1,000 years, Orlais will be the one remembering broken bits of its history. Come on, let's see if we can there's 2 ways we can go about this. Might be able to just stuff it down Arrow's throat the hard way. Or maybe we can condition him to be willing to tolerate it.
It's a good idea. Also, now that you've said that of Orlais, this means you and I have to live 1,000 years to see it.
There's more than enough people I want to fuck with to last me that time, so sure.
Oh man, if only there was an elf here who might figure out how to do that.
Did I accidentally stumble upon Ganon?
Oh, yes, no, chat has been cackling at the fact that I've introduced a canon character that you meet in Origins, although he doesn't have hair. Although, it is a sign that bald elves are bad news.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, no, Zathrian...
Also blonde-haired ones with attitude are also bad news, but in a different...
I'm just saying, Zathrian has hair right now.
Not bad yet.
Nope, and he doesn't even have
see
children yet, but here's his wife. Anyway,
Harold runs to the Dalish and where the food is being prepped. Do you all have some venison that I could shove something into? I need enough
they
to bite.
absolutely have some roast meat of some variety that they will gladly give you.
Harold will take 5 or 6 servings of it, because not gonna put it in the first one because griffins aren't stupid. But this might be one of the ways to trick Arrow into eating the necessary things. We're gonna try.
Okay. So, I am going to say that this is a... Yeah, so this is a nigh impossible animal handling task.
Mm-hmm.
You can make the roll. It will not be without consequence, however.
That's
This is-
Galen's call.
And this is how Harrowin is hated by Arrow for the rest of time.
I mean, for what it's worth, I'm going in with a +7. But, Galen, it's your call. It's your griffin.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay. So Harold will approach Arrow,
Mhm.
and first, hey buddy, how you doing? Just the basics, making calm, making friendly. Offer some meat, just a little bit.
Very interested in the meat, very happy.
You hungry?
Chomp chomp at whatever you offer him.
So starts that. In the meantime, Garrick gives one of the cuts to Garrick to put the necessary material in it.
I will do so, and just to kind of be helpful, quote unquote, the moment that you're actually going to give that one, that's when I'm going to have one of those moments where it's like, oh, to distract it a little.
All right. Yeah, and so Lupine Vendetta has correctly identified the choice. But Galen
Yes.
rather Arrow lives but hates him, or dies loving him. He's also a war asset, so if you let him die, you are going to be at a disadvantage for not having your own war griffin. So there's an element of practicality here as well.
Hmm. Ah! Shit. Wait, so Arrow would hate Galen if Galen was not the one doing this to him?
There would be some resentment. There would be some, because it's but husky intelligence.
Arrow would know that you were the one who made the choice. I think is the. And also to add insult to injury to insult here, Galen, I need some of your blood.
Wait,
It just takes out a dagger. Give me your arm.
what? Why?
Because the only way I can think of to cover up the taint is to coat it in something that Arrow trusts.
Ah! Ambrose is having a hard time. Ah, shit.
I know, it's like I targeted this plot to the person I know who would experience it the most.
I shake my squishy hedgehog at you.
The person who chose a griffin for their background.
Also, I'm gonna be honest.
Fuck.
I was thinking like Harold would, without hesitation, use his own blood, but that's only gonna mask the smell a little bit. Galen's blood might bypass that trust, might bypass the awareness of the smell long enough to get it in. But would also very much drive home Galen was the one who did this.
So Galen's gonna get super flustered for just a moment. Not the blood thing, but just the weight of everything, just suddenly crushing him, and he'll look at Harold. Give it to me.
Hands over the dagger
No, not
and the
not
meat.
that. The drink.
We basically put it into a cut of meat.
Oh, duh, I knew that. It's like the dog treats with the pill pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I will and Harold will coach you on how to approach it in a way that will. I'm trying to make sure you can benefit from the communication animal handling.
Oh, he'll flip the knife around and direct the handle to you. I'm not gonna need this. I'll be back. And Galen will walk off with Arrow. He's gonna just sit in front of Arrow for a second and just bury his face in the griffin's fur feather stuff. Just give him a huge embrace and then just back up for a second and talk to Arrow as if he's super sentient. he's gonna open the piece of meat and show Arrow what's in it.
Okay.
I know you probably don't understand what this is, but it will let you live a little longer. It'll let you kill more darkspawn, and you'll be like me. And then he'll pull out his short sword. But if you don't... And he's not going to hold it threateningly. Like, he's not going to hold it... He's going to just... The blade is laying in his hand. If you don't choose this, you will become a darkspawn anyway. And I couldn't bear that, but I would have to put you down. You would go to see the Maker. This is your choice, Arrow, and I know that you're just a griffin, but maybe something will get through to you.
I am going to downgrade the target number from 21 to 19 because that was amazing. Also, Ranger Eric has given you a benevolence.
Oh my god, Eric.
So, go ahead and make the animal ken roll, or animal handling roll. Oh, and my own pet has shown up.
Lucifer.
Oh.
Lucifer gets sick of watching the rain.
It is stopped, I think?
Honestly, Lucifer's like, eat the bird.
I mean, probably.
And that's a... Is it the same rule as during battle? It's a bonus die?
Yes.
Done.
So I think 46 plus your communication.
And an animal
Paw prints.
handling.
Can I lend my specialization just for coaching?
I'm going to say no because Ambrose narrated that he was taking Arrow to a secluded spot to have this interaction.
That's fair. I'm just trying to help.
Alas, I am one shy.
Oh no. Well, I'm gonna try and tease my cat into getting close enough that I can pet him to see if someone else wants to pay for a benevolence.
Yeah, Mel, that's a yes.
Alright, Mel has given you another benevolence.
I'll be honest, I was just about to click giving it myself.
I know, I was
can't
thinking
do
it
that.
too, but you can't.
Can't do it in your own game.
Ah!
So, I rolled a 6, which puts me over.
Alright,
No one wants
So-
the air puppy to die.
so you lull Arrow into this sense of safety, of companionship, and he doesn't really understand like each and every word that you're saying, but he can definitely understand the emotional impact of what you're trying to convey to him. And so, almost reluctantly, he bites at the joining treated meat. And he eats it. And you can tell like, it's not quite a seizure, but he's definitely going through something, almost like dry heaves. Nothing comes up though, except just a couple drops of bile. And he passes out. He's still breathing, but he's in a very, very deep sleep until the next dawn. And he wakes up, and some part of him can sense that he has been changed, and that you are the source of that transformation. And it will always now be a little more difficult for you to handle Arrow. But he's essentially a Grey Warden, and he will live.
Yay!
Tis a fine beast.
Tis
You
a
said it
fine
wrong.
beast indeed. So this seems like a really good note to end this session on, but before I do, is there anything that any of you would like to accomplish before you leave the Dalish?
Galen would like to find out if there is a Valisline tattooist among them.
Harold would
Yes.
also like to know that.
I mean, that's essentially one of the things that the Keeper does. So either Mahariel or Zathrian could touch up your Valicine.
Oh no, Galen's not wanting a touch up. Galen wants to encourage Harold to seek out Valisline for his rite of passage becoming a Grey Warden.
That's a conversation for you and Harold.
Harold's like, yes? that was, I'm like, Harold's gonna ask about getting one started.
Galen would approach Harold and the Keeper is the one who administers Valisline. I'd like to sponsor you to getting that.
So,
Yes. I mean, thank you? I mean, okay, let's see if that's okay with them.
alright, so who do you approach?
I think Galen would leave that up to Harold because that's his sacred experience. Who he felt most comfortable with.
It's the Keeper that does them usually, or everyone, or most people have some training in it?
It's the Keeper.
Then the Keeper it will be.
Alright, you could go to the first.
I think the Keeper should make that call. Because it's kind of an ask. Like, would you let me be identified as one of you?
So you make the quest, and Mahari will say, "Oh, I am flattered, Stalin, that you think so highly of us. But your ways are not our ways, and that's not your fault, coming from the city. But do you know how to track a holla? Do you know how the Aravels function? Do you know the names of our gods? Do you know the difference between June and Falondin?
I can learn?
You can learn, and I hope you do. But until you learn, I would not feel right bestowing the Valisline upon you. I hope you understand."
I do. It's nice to have people to aspire to be part of. I mean, the Grey Wardens are great and all, but Jurgen snores like crazy, and I'm pretty sure
So,
Garrick is just one bad drink away from jumping off a cliff. So,
so Harold, here is the choice before you now. You have to leave to go to Ortontide to deal with Grey Warden bullshit. There's no way for you to catch up on Elven lore Unless he decided to invoke the right of conscription.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
I think we've established by now, Harold has a very strong opinion about volition. And he's not going to drag some poor, some Dalish elf into the Grey Wardens just to learn stuff.
Just wanted to make it clear you had that option. Okay.
But it's going to be, if there is time, I will come back, even if it's the last moments that I have as alive, before I have to go into the deep road. If it's my choice, I will die Dalish.
Keeper.
Excellent.
I witnessed Harold go through the joining. It's no easy task, and it is certainly a rite of passage. I have seen Harold track Darkspawn to keep the Hala safe. I've seen Harold handle the Griffins as anyone would be able to handle a Hala.
Olin, I understand your wish to support your friend, but all the things that you say, the Griffins, the tracking the Hollow, the killing the Darkspawn, that marks him as a Grey Warden, not one of the people.
Hey,
Do
Galen.
what you can to teach him of our ways, our history, our gods. He's got to live as a Dalish first. Who knows? Perhaps he'll become a legend if he's the one to end the blight.
Don't need the tattoos to give a damn.
I'm disappointed, but Harold, I will teach you everything you need to know to meet the expectations of what the Keeper.
I know you're disappointed, darling, but we can't. We've got to keep our ways to ourselves. And if it's meant to be, then your friend will eventually bear Valis on his own face.
I mean, I'm already this pretty. Like, I'll be okay.
Ah, well, no one's calling you ugly, darling.
Very well.
Alright then. The rest are all on your way to the dwarves.
Thank you.
As we walk away, Harold will be like, and the first thing you can teach me is how the hell to use this thing, as he's pointing to the short bow.
Oh, no, don't pull on that.
Mm-hmm.
No, keep it down.
They don't let elves learn how to use military weapons and things that would be used outside of a city wall. Do you have any idea how terrified they'd be if one of us was walking around with an honest to the maker, like, ranged weapon?
It's all right. I'll teach you how to use it. Just for now, don't put anything on the string, and don't point it at anyone. Just.
I mean, I'm assuming you put the pointy end in the people?
No.
Alright, and so, as you two bantering while taking off for Oraton Tide, that is where we will end tonight's session. So, thank you very much for playing with me. Thank you for the wonderful audience who has, pulled victory from the jaws of defeat multiple times this session.
Times.
You know, let's be honest, they did it in their own emotional defense.
I mean, that you have created. So, I mean, we're going to share credit. So stick around because in just under an hour, we'll be playing Curse of Strahd. She is the Ancient. That's been a lot of fun. It's a great cast, great crew, definitely worth watching. If you want more Dragon Age content, then swing by on Wednesday as I play through more Dragon Age 2. Uh, Dune on Friday is a little bit up in the air. Follow Stolen Fires on Twitter for more on that. And we also have a lot of games currently being developed for the new year, including maybe the return of some more friendly faces. I've got to go poke him again. He asks me to poke him on a weekly basis. But watch Stolen Fires on Twitter and or Instagram for more news. If you just can't be without more Stolen Fires content, come join the Discord server, which will be going up in chat momentarily. And so as I take care of that, Wardens, please introduce yourself. Or not introduce yourself, people know who you are. Who are you and where can we find your beautiful faces next on the internet?
Hey everybody, I have been Naive Galen Harkonnen Redbow, and
Ambrose really misses Dune. It's
do.
fine, so do I.
Wait, what about Dune?
but
Dune?
I also wanted to mess with Rachel. uh, you can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling, Ambrose, Am also on Etsy at Thornkind. This was a very moving session. I don't normally have the cries, but I almost did.
We didn't go that far though.
Huh?
Moving.
I'll
That
have
went
to
over
try
my head.
harder.
Moving.
I anyway before next.
Next time. No? Done? Okay, next. Oh, that next. Well, that's me. I'm Devin. You can find me online at Sorta Sullied. And next time you'll be able to see me will be maybe Friday, maybe Monday. And I've been Garrick, the guy who is willing to say blood magic to save the sky puppy.
Yeah, okay, I'm not muted. Hello, everybody. My name is Steve. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me on the internet only at the Stolen Fires Discord under the name Voodoo Arcade, where you can participate in the daily framed chat that we have, where I am the self-proclaimed champion. I have nothing to back that up. I have no evidence or point total, but I did get today's in 1, which makes me the best. So, that's all. Thank you for your time.
And I've been Brody, a figment of your imagination, which says, what is wrong with you? I've happily been playing Harold Wynn, the problem child and apparently emotional string puller of the night, except for Galen, where we pulled together. And it's been a blast. I don't exist on the internet. Again, I'm a figment of your imagination.
And I have been your storyteller. Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere on the internet that you care to look. And just remember, in war, victory. In peace, vigilance. And in death, sacrifice.
Wait, that last part. Crap.